My point is, there's a huge difference between intending to do something and being intentional about doing something, right? Intention or intending that's a want or a desire that we might have. Where intentional is a deliberate action, being deliberate about actually doing something. There's something that I do every single day that I do intentionally. Before I walk in the door of the office every morning, I put a smile on my face. I make the decision to have a good attitude. I usually don't feel like it. I've fought traffic for the last hour. I'm tired. I'm anxious about the workload that's on my desk. Just worked out. But I put a smile on my face and I walk in the door and I say hello to everybody that I see. And the reason for that is because if I come in with a poor attitude, it's going to drag the room down, right? It's going to make not only my life, my day a little worse, but it's going to make the people's day around me a little worse. I do the same thing when I walk home and go home in the evening. It's not because I don't love my husband, I do, but I put a smile on my face and I decide to walk in the door with a good attitude. Again, if I walk in with a poor attitude or tired, like defeated because the day's been long and traffic was bad, it's just going to drag down the whole night. That's just an example about what it means to be intentional. I'm doing something on purpose, whether I feel like it or don't feel like it. I'm doing it on purpose because I want a desirable result. In our goals, in our life, we need to think about how can I be more intentional about the things that I do? And that's how you're going to get to where you want to be. Over the next few months, we're going to talk about different areas in our life that we can be intentional about. Some of those are growth, right? Where we are. We're talking about right here, right now, being intentional about our growth, being intentional about our habits, being intentional about our time, our communication, our environment. Who do we allow around us? What do we allow happen to us, right? Being intentional about our attitude, being intentional about our learning. All of these things are things in our life that we can think about, right, and do on purpose, instead of just waking up and doing whatever it is we feel like doing for the day. It might feel okay at the time, but we're definitely not pushing ourselves towards that vision that we want for our life. All right, I'll say one more thing, and then I'm going to bring Jesse up. And that is, so Eleanor Roosevelt said, one's philosophy is not best expressed in words, it's expressed in the choices one makes. So I want you guys to think about that, right? Your life is expressed in the choices you make. Success is something we attract by the person we become, and we're never going to have more unless we become more. So I thank you guys for that. And I've got a woman that I want to bring up. I'm going to do a little short Q&A with her. As soon as I started preparing this material, I thought about her because she is a woman who has a vision, had a vision in life. When I met her, she was nowhere near the amazing, she was an amazing woman. She is nowhere, her growth has been insane and unstoppable over these last few years. She's a woman with a vision, and she did things with intention to reach that vision. And I wanted to give you guys a real life example of somebody that embodied what we're talking about today.